What is going on, guys? Today we are starting another rebuild, the Pittsburgh Steelers. My favorite team, in fact. But let's just go ahead and start this off immediately. This roster is it's building up. We are on the upward swing here. Kenny Pickett, I did give some dev traits out. I do think Kenny Pickett deserves star dev. He showed enough flashes at the end of last season to be that good at least. If you've been around this channel, you've heard me say I'm not the biggest Kenny Pickett fan. I mean, he's fine. I think he has a ceiling. I don't think he is much better than at his peak in the future than about the Derek Carr range. And I think Derek Carr is decent. Now, don't get me wrong. People will think Derek Carr's bad. He's not. That's backside top 10, maybe like the 10th best quarterback in the league. I don't think he can get much better than that. But we have Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, and then a new wide receiver in the group under Deontay. You can't see it, whatever. It's Allen Robinson. George Pickens, another guy I did give star dev to. And then this offensive line, obviously something they've worked on a lot recently. Bringing in Broderick Jones in the draft. Isaac Seumalo, a pretty good guard from Philly, a really underrated player. James Daniels, I moved him to center. He did play center in college, was drafted to the Bears, played guard, but that's the need. They had Mason Cole starting, so the upgrade is pretty significant. And then Kevin Dotson is a decent player. He actually, in real life, is on the outside, but I'm going to play this lineup. I feel like this is better. In real life, Mason Cole is still the starter. Seumalo and Daniels are the guards, but this just works better for me. And then Dan Moore. To me, I'll take him over Chukwuma Okorafor. Younger and not paid as much. We can maybe move off of Chukwuma Okorafor and get something back for him. Pat Freiermuth quickly becoming one of the better tight ends in the league, and now recently drafted monster Darnell Washington. I'm really excited as a Steelers fan to get to see him play in real life, but that's the offense. A very solid group. I'm going to start Connor Hayward at fullback. I just like him better there. This group is something that I think maybe not the best year one, but will quickly improve, especially with guys like George Pickens and Najee Harris as they develop and get a little older. Moving on to the defense. They did draft defensive tackle Keanu Benton in the second round, a very needed position. Larry Ogunjobi's been really good for them. Joey Porter Jr., former Steelers great linebacker, Joey Porter, his son. They did lose Terrell Edmonds. Keanu Neal is an okay player. Probably should not be a star dev, but that's what the game had him at. I'm going to leave him. Alex Highsmith is a great edge rusher. Had 14.5 sacks last year. Very underrated player as well. And he did that without TJ Watt being on the other side, which is pretty impressive. Guys like Alex Highsmith, they don't get recognized because, he's on the other side of TJ Watt. TJ just pushes the quarterback over to Alex. Alex cleans it up. No, he did that alone most of the year. TJ Watt is obviously a monster. Cam Hayward is a great player. Patrick Peterson, our CB1. And then Levi Wallace will play some depth. Minka Fitzpatrick is one of the best safeties, if not the best safety in the league. They did remodel their entire off-ball linebacker room right here. None of these guys were here last year. Landon Roberts was in Miami. Cole Holcomb was in Washington. But this is a group that I think they can be really solid as well. This first season, I don't know if I expect us to be, I'll say playoffs. Back in playoffs, maybe not make it far. But, the goal is to they always do long-term development. That'll give him like an immediate star dev. The goal is to get to the point where we can win a Super Bowl with this team. Can Kenny Pickett be that guy? We will have to find out. Either way, let's go ahead and get right to the regular season. So here we are at week 8, and we are 3-4. Not the best. We lost last week to the Dolphins. That stinks. Either way, we're going to stop here real quick, check who is a free agent and not. Patrick Peterson will wait on. He might regress. I'm trying to look at anybody that really matters right now. Out of our whole free agency, I'm really not worried about many people here. There are depth pieces I would like to bring back. Casey's another one who I'll wait on. There's no real reason for me to bring him back. How much is it going to actually take? That's not that bad. I'll do that. I think Cam Hayward has been hurt for the first 6 weeks. He broke his collarbone, I saw. So he's been out for some time. That's usually the time limit for these. That's a super cheap deal. He's only 27. Yeah, we'll give him that. Great. Probably that'll be it for now. Maybe bring back one or both of these guys. They're both kind of interested. They're going to be really cheap, and you can never have enough corners. That's actually our scouting focus for the year. Our main national focus is the corners. We I mean, Joey Porter Jr. is, I hope, to develop really well. But other than Joey Porter Jr., there's not a whole lot here to be working with. Looking at the mock drafts, got a couple tackles up early. Where are we slated to be right now? We're still slated in the 20s. That's fine. Depending on, hopefully we get better. Honestly, I'd rather be higher in the 20s. I want us to succeed right now, but at the same time, we'll get a draft pick that's better if we don't. So either way, we'll go ahead and simulate all the way to the end of this season. So here we are at week 18, and we are 7-9. Probably not going to make the playoffs. Let's check and see. Yeah, does not appear like we will. Okay, so that's tough, but whatever. Doesn't matter. It's year one. Hopefully at this point we'll just lose this game. I'd rather have the pick at this point. Let's see any more negotiations. Pat Pete, like I said, we'll wait on him. We'll wait on KZ. Even though he's not interested, there's still maybe a chance we bring him back. Okay, Chandon Sullivan, he's really young. I'll give him a 3-year deal. Like I said, okay, never mind. He doesn't want it. James Pierre, how about you, buddy? Just as young, really? Give you a 3-year deal? Great, we got him back. There's some depth. Can't have enough corners pretty much ever. Herbig, I'd like to bring back, but he's not interested. Roche will probably come back as a depth piece. We don't need Zach Gentry. Trying to think here. And Mason Rudolph, you know what? We may bring him back and try to get rid of Mitch. Mitch has a pretty big contract. He also is probably more valuable on the trade market. Maybe to, slide up a little bit or something. Quincy Roche, like I said, I mean, that's a great deal for us. Okay, great. Not much money, and we keep him around for a while as a depth piece. Anything else? Zach Gentry, like I said, there's just not a necessity for that. Tay Crowder, he's kind of in the way. I'd rather have Mark Robinson playing, excuse me. That's about it for now. We'll wait till the whatever it is after the playoffs to re-sign anybody else. Looking back though, I mean, like on the scouting, this is probably, let's see what mock draft we should be. Maybe 3 should be out. Nope, not quite. Okay. Well, I don't know what pick we're going to be having, but let's go ahead and do some of this scouting. I mean, we've got a good amount of info on these guys. That looks like a pretty good quarterback, not going to lie. Although we're not taking him, doesn't matter. We need defensive ends. We definitely do. Cam Hayward's older. He might retire. And, Larry Ogunjobi's fine, but he's just kind of a spot right now. I don't love this dude, but I'll mark him. He could be fine. He might fall out of the top 5. I'm kind of thinking he will. That's not bad. This dude is an edge rusher. Decent size, 6'3", 258. Could play down. Awareness is A. He'll probably have a really good overall start. A C-man coverage, and he's a good edge rusher. A to C finesse moves, A to C power moves. What is he slated as? Does it let us know? He's a speed rusher, so probably will be decent. I will mark him out. We need to find a good corner. That's really what we need here. How's this dude looking? Clayton Palmer. Really good speed, great acceleration, good press, decent. C for man coming out is fine. Like C coverage is not bad. B is good. Hey, block shed. What is his injuries? Let's see. Okay, that's a little bit concerning, but not too bad. We'll definitely go ahead and mark him. Definitely an option. D tackle. We don't really need a D tackle, more so the ends. Although this dude looks pretty dang good. What are his physicals? Decent across the board. B power moves, that's good. B finesse moves, B block shed, he's really solid. Definitely gonna mark him. That could be a very solid player. We need to find more corners though. Let's go ahead and focus on the corners. That is our number 1 spot this season. Zone corner. Okay. A man corner. He might be really good. Caleb Warner. Not the best athlete. He's okay. But A catching, B hit power, B injury, B tackle, B press, B man, C zone. He's a man corner, has B man, and still has C zone. It's not even like it's D or anything. That might be our guy. He looks really good. I do like him, that's for sure. Like this guy right here, his zone corner has B zone, but he has only D man. Like that's not good. But that's pretty solid. Let's see. Anybody with better man zone? That's an A press. That's not bad. Maybe somebody we'd look at later. Some middle linebacker depth would definitely help. Probably in round 2 or 3. Not really looking at that. Duke Crossan from UCF. That's a pretty cool name. A very decent athlete. I like that. B awareness, A man coverage. Good coverage guy. What are his block shedding? Not a good block shedding. I'm not really interested in that, honestly. Um, it's C block shed right here. B to D. Yeah, we'll have to see about that later. I don't know that that's going to be what I'm wanting. This is more of a middle linebacker, and he looks really good. I'm gonna go ahead and mark him. I don't even need to look at him much more. And check these ends out real quick. Um, I don't like that finesse moves. He's a good run. Actually, with his size, he might be fine. He's good size. Um, I like him. Well, okay, marking. I'm just kind of looking around, not doing too much in depth. I do most of my in depth scouting outside where y'all don't necessarily see it. Pretty much just because it makes it a little faster. This video not as long. Let's see if we can find any late round good. He's pretty decent. Any late round good guards or centers? They usually tend to, if you find a good guard to center prospect and they're later, they're easy to draft and they will be good. If refer back to Cardinals rebuild I just did, found a really good center. I think in like the 4th round. Awareness is a C to F, so he won't have a good rating, but he'll be good playing unless his run blocking ends up being a D. We'll look at him. And I think that'll be about it. We'll do this guy. We'll do maybe Josh Howell. We'll have to look at him more in depth later, depending on what those things turn out to be. But either way, we'll go ahead and get to the end of the playoffs and get to this offseason. So at the playoffs, we actually did sneak in. We won our last game, but we'll look at our stats first. Kenny Pickett, a decent year. If he would lower the interceptions, he had a pretty good year. 4,400 yards, 24 touchdowns, not bad. 64 completion. That's not terrible. Definitely not terrible. Najee with a really good season. 1,300 yards, 16 touchdowns, averaged over 4 yards per carry. That's what we like to see. And then Deontay and Allen Robinson both had 1,000 yards seasons. The roster kept putting Allen Robinson over George Pickens. I hate that it does that. But, hey, at least Allen Robinson and Pickens did have a pretty good season. 7 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns, and 7 touchdowns across the board. Pretty even. Did anybody give up a ton of sacks? Yeah, Broderick Jones. The tackles always give up so many sacks. I don't know why. And then defensively, let's look at our TJ Watt, 21.5 sacks, 18 tackles for loss. Huge year. Alex Highsmith, another 15-sack year. Really good for him. Field goal percentage only 69%. He only kicked 13 times. Crazy. All right. Well, we have the 17th offense in the NFL. Middle of the pack there. Can't be upset. And 5th defense. That's what we like to see. I really don't mind that our our offense was only the 17th best because, we have a young quarterback and stuff like that. Like, we're not, looking to be amazing. Can we play spoiler to the Kansas City Chiefs? We'll go ahead and sim 1 week and find out. This would be interesting if we did. Definitely interesting. Probably not, though. We do not. We were close, though. Not a bad. So we'll go ahead and get to the end of this playoff, see what happens, and look at the yearly awards. So in our season recap, the Kansas City Chiefs did defeat the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Chris Jones won Super Bowl MVP. I know you can't see it. Then NFL MVP Jordan Love. What happened? We need to go check some stats out, apparently. Did not have a Rookie of the Year, sadly. Did not have a Defensive Player of the Year. Nick Bosa did win that. I wonder what his stats were. We can check the league, see right here. He had 22 sacks and 22 tackles for loss. Okay, so 1 more sack and 4 more tackles for loss. Whatever. Was hoping TJ would get that one, but not a big deal. Jordan Love wasn't even top 3 in passing. What did he do? I just have to see. I just have to know. Yeah, what happened here? Jordan Love, let's find him. He won NFL MVP with 4,400 yards, 43 and 10, and 67% completion. Okay, got it. That's insane. All right. Well, looks like the Packers just need to trade every quarterback to the Jets, and they will succeed after that. I guess if you call that succeeding. Either way, assuming 1 more week, we will be at the re-sign period. We'll get to see, I think, retirements. That's a big one. Mock draft 3. Let's check this out, see where we land. We will be we'll be in the 19th overall pick. Okay, not bad. Clyde Wood is the UCF, another UCF player. I remember we looked at another one earlier. All right. So retirements. Hopefully Cam Hayward did not retire. He's really the one I'm worried about. That would really, really stink if he did. Okay, we're good. Cam Hayward's still here. That's really the only player I didn't need to have to worry about. Other than that, Pat Pete is a 78. His contract's not that expensive. I think I'm gonna like actually let him walk. We're gonna try to get a corner in the draft. Sorry, I had to think about that one. Demonte Casey's now ready to come back. He's 30. I'll give him a 1-year deal. I'll give him a 2-year deal. I'll give him nope 1 year. All right, he's already regressed from a 78 to a 74, I believe. So all right, he didn't want to come back. All right, I'm not worried about it then. Chandon Sullivan, you know, I will give him a deal if he's willing to come back just for the depth. Okay, there we go. Like I've said, you can't have too many corners. Anybody else? Armon Watts. That's a little expensive, honestly. I'll consider it if I can take his number down. Let's see. He's a 70 overall, which isn't bad. If he takes $2 million salary, I will do it. All right, he took it. Wonderful. All right, we will go to free agency now. We might look to make some moves this offseason. There's I don't know who's going to be in the free agent market, but assuming there's somebody good, we might make moves. Let's see. So Tony Pollard is the best guy here. Bobby Wagner is available. That's interesting. We might have to consider Bobby Wagner for a year, like a little rental or something. Besides him, we'll check the cornerback room just because that is a position of need. But like these guys are old and crappy, so I'm not that interested. Cam Dantzler's here. That'd be a good young partner for what's his name? Wow, Joey Porter. Rock Yasin. He's not interested. Only one team has offered him. I'll just give him the neutral offer, and if we happen to land Cam Dantzler, wonderful. If we don't, not a big deal. We are the best offer available so far. That's nice to know. Strong safeties. I'm not really going to spend money on that, out of all things. Not interested here. Don't need a running back. We don't need a wide receiver, although Juju Smith-Schuster coming back to Pittsburgh would be interesting. Tight end. We have Pat and we have Washington, so we are good there. The front line. Anybody I can use to maybe beef up our interior? Ashawn Robinson. I don't know about that. This is more Jalen Carter, a free agent. We're not going to sign him. I mean, he shouldn't be a free agent, so that would just be stupid. Greg Gaines with the star dev. That's ridiculous. You know what? I think we're really good. I just don't really see much here that warrants me to want to go crazy on anything. Bobby Wagner, we might do the 1-year deal on him. He really does fit our scheme. I know it says he doesn't, but he does. He's a very strong player. I'll give him a 1-year deal. Jump it up a couple. See what happens. I mean, can't hurt to try. We're in the number one spot right now. That's all that I care about. And then we don't need a left tackle. We have a rookie coming off his first season. A center, nope, we don't need it. The only thing we could really need is a right tackle. Conklin is interesting, but he is a little older. I thought I'll just sit with it right now. Not looking to pay that much. Trying to keep some money for maybe the future. Okay. Yep, that'll be it. Let's go ahead and see if we can land these two. And if we do, wonderful. If we don't, whatever. We got Cam Dantzler. Actually, really happy about that. We're still going to look at a corner in the draft. I think that's our biggest need. Maybe now that isn't our biggest need, thinking about it. Maybe we could jump down to like another defensive end that's really good. Maybe even a right tackle. I don't know who's available or going to be available, but I think that's really all we're going to do for free agency. I kind of like where we're at. Other than that, let me make sure anything else doesn't look too empty that I'm forgetting about. Yeah, our receiver room is perfectly fine. Running back is fine. I'm glad with this offensive line, honestly. I mean, I wish Dan Moore was a little better, but I don't know if I'm going to spend that much money on a guy who may not even be here. You know what? If Conklin's still there, we might offer him. Thinking about it, he just is that much better. TJ Watt's great. Keanu Neal did take a regression in terms of his depth trait. Yeah. I like our cornerback room, how it's looking. Ogunjobi could be replaced. Middle linebacker is an issue. Middle linebacker really is an issue. Okay, let's check out one more line of these free agents, see what we can do. We didn't land Bobby Wagner. He did go to the Commanders. Interesting. Okay, so middle linebacker. Anybody else here that really stands out to me? Rashawn Evans. Hey, actually might be nice. Ooh, that's tough. Let's go to the offensive line. I could move somebody over if they were good enough. Conklin did sign. I'm not interested enough in Terrence Steele. He's not much better than Dan Moore. I'm not going to pay him to be just a little better. Defensive tackles or ends, excuse me. Ngakoue would have been really good, but honestly, he doesn't fit our scheme. Um, Brandon Graham, I don't know. There's not a whole lot here. Well, I'm kind of just worried about if somebody was to get hurt. Ashawn Robinson, he's not any better than Ogunjobi is the problem. Although one more guy for depth purposes would be really nice. Not going to sign him, like I said. Greg Gaines did get picked up. He would have been the next guy we looked at. Yeah, I'm going to have to just sign somebody who kind of has a backup. Let's see. Anybody with a dev trade at least, or at least, you know what? We'll do Derek Barnett. He's younger. That'll help us at least in that sense. 2 years for him. Hopefully we should land him. Middle linebacker, like I said, Rashawn Evans would be interesting. But I mean, he's 27. I wish if he had a dev trade, it'd probably be a no-brainer. But without that, I just don't feel like he's worth it. Devin Bush back on the market, not interested, buddy. Cornerback room, still nothing. Yeah, we might just sit with this. This is probably going to be it. Let me check through the offensive linemen who are available one more time. Back to the left tackles. I think they were all bad. Yeah, 72, not interested. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just see if we get Derek Barnett. We are his only offer. I think we should be good. Yeah, we got him. Okay, cool. Those are going to be our 2 signings. That's it for free agency. We will move on to the draft. Hopefully, we are able to get something good. Here we are in the draft. We're going to just go ahead and take our pick, see what happens, see what lands on the board. Hopefully, I think the corner is still going to be our guy. We're going to go ahead and pause it just so we can take our time with this. There's a chance we might trade down, in fact. Thinking about it, we might have the ability to do that. That's a good tackle. That's a really good-looking tackle that's still here. Let's see what he looks like. Where's his strength? He's decent strength. A, awareness. He's going to have a good overall. B, on every blocking everything, really. Trying to make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, B on really anything blocking except for finesse. This guy might be the pick. I mean, that could be our right tackle. He might be really good. I didn't actually scout him at all up until now, but he looks really stinking good. The middle linebacker, we'll check him out. Good speed, good awareness, good play rec, good pursuit, good tackle, really good tackle. Yeah, he might be an option. We might trade back here. I think we're going to trade back just a few picks, pick up another extra pick or 2, and see what happens. Is our corner still available? I want to know that much. That corner from Virginia Tech. He is. He's the first corner on the board, so could be gone. The middle linebacker, the corner, and the tackle will be our options. Let's see who is offering for this pick. Let's see. Move back to pick 24 with Buffalo. 26, 21. I'm kind of liking that range. Just moving back 2 picks. Pick up a 4th and a 4th next year. What is Buffalo's options? Pick up a 3rd and a 4th. Okay, we'll take that. I like Buffalo's offer. Hopefully, we'll go pick by pick here. Hopefully, we see who can stay on the board for us. Clyde Wood goes instantly. Great. Probably going to have to lose that tackle here. Okay, tackle still available. Philly. Oh, nope. There's our corner. Okay. Well, it looks like we're taking the tackle. That sucks. I really hope that corner was going to land. He was not really projected to go that early, so kind of stinks. But we did sign Cam Dantzler for that fact, honestly. Hoped that Cam Dantzler would cover our butt for that one. Not really interested in all these corners left. Looking across the board at all of our favorites, I mean, do we have any more round 1 people? That guard, but that guard isn't that beneficial to us in all honesty. The safety could do something. What is the guard? How tall is he? He is 6'5", 320. He could play tackle potentially. Pass blocks a B, run blocks. Yeah, he looks kind of like a tackle in a way. We're gonna go and take the tackle here. I feel like he's just better. Really good player. It looks like 6'7". Hidden dev, good stuff. Acceleration's 73. Strength's an 83. Good skills. I think he'll be pretty good. He will be our right tackle. He will replace Dan Moore. I think he's going to be good enough to do that for sure. We'll go on to our next pick. Check and see what we got around here. Corner and safety are kind of the circles here. John Benz. Man coverage is a B. Press is an A. We might have to look at that. Who are our favorites still left? Eric Cunningham. He did look pretty solid. May be able to get him in a little bit, though. Any round one availables? No, we do not have any round one availables. Sorry. Wrong thing. Corners, let's check them out. Benz will probably go soon. I don't know if he's really worth it necessarily. Trying to think. Let's see how he is. Let's see what he looks like. He has elite speed. He's ran a 4.29. That's interesting. Press is an A. Player X is C. Tackles a C. Zone is a D. But we are a man scheme. He has F injury. I don't like that. I think that's what held me back from him last time. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Let's just go. We might go with that end. This safety looks pretty good, though. Hold on. We do need a strong safety. Keanu Neal regressed pretty poorly, honestly. Catching's a B, player A, tackle A, that's good. Man coverage is B to D. What's his zone coverage? A to C. We'll take him. Kirk Edwards. Normal dev, that does suck. But his stats are pretty good across the board. 90 acceleration, 88 agility, 86 change of direction, 86 jumping. He looks like a pretty good athlete. Wearing number 48. I believe that's Troy Polamalu's number. That might be a somewhat sacrilegious or something. If you're a Steelers fan. Let's see what we got here. We do have 2 third-round picks. Pretty solid. Don't mind that at all. Looking at our favorites. Let's check on those. This guard looks pretty good. We do have 2 guards available that both look pretty solid. Can either of them play tackle? Wait, we've already got a tackle. I forgot. Wait, let me not do that. We need a corner. That's what we do need. A corner or a DN. We're in the 3rd round, so we got to have something that makes sense value-wise. This draft has not really gone to plan. That's okay, though. Sometimes it just doesn't work out the way you expect it. Middle linebacker is another spot we could use some help in. Block shedding's pretty bad through these guys. But he has a B to D tackle 8. He's a good zone. That might be interesting. Let's see. We didn't make any splash signings with the linebacking room. C hit power, B awareness, D block shedding, F pursuit. That's not great. Let's see what we got down here. We brought in Josh Sweat, I think. One of those Eagles guys. I'm not really seeing anything I love here. Could look to trade out of this pick. Maybe get a future pick for this. Oh, man. Nothing I'm really loving. Nothing I'm loving. This guy looks like he says he's an outside backer, but he's really an inside backer. Great speed. Ran a 4.61. Player X a D, not good. Power moves, he's definitely not a rusher. I mean, for us, he'd be an off-ball linebacker. We might go ahead and take Jason Ferguson. He could play off-ball. Not interested in tight end. We've got a safety. I wish we could find a good corner. That's really what I want. But they're just not here. Our guy got taken in the 1st round. I bet we made a mistake skipping out on him. I bet we did. I'll have to look at that in the review. 84 speed from a linebacker, not bad. I don't mind it. He will play middle linebacker for us. We'll see what our next pick ends up being. I don't know. Alonzo Drummond. James McLeod. Did I look at him already? I probably did. I just don't remember. Great speed. Bad play rec. Good press. Good tackle. Bad awareness. So he's probably going to be a bad rating, but we'll go ahead and take him. 93 speed, 95 acceleration. Not bad. Probably. Oh, yeah. 43 is Troy Polamalu. I don't know what I'm thinking. Either way, we got somebody who probably broke some law somewhere. It's probably not legal in some Steelers fan sense. I don't know why I said 48. It kind of just, the shape of it looks similar, I guess. I don't know. We could use an extra back, maybe, sort of. I don't know. What is this dude? Why is he's still here? Good speed at the position. How big is he? He's an edge rusher, not an inside guy. Pursuit C, finesse moves is B. That's pretty good. He's probably here for a reason. I don't want to necessarily take another one of those, though. We do have Nick Herbig and Quincy Roche that we brought in for extra rushers. And I think I'm fine with them. Alonzo Drummond is also still here. Maybe another upgrade. He's 21. Pretty young. Good speed. There's something I didn't like about him. He did have F pursuit, but we'll take him. You know, he might have something. 86 speed. I like that. We need that linebacking core to be better. That's case in point. It's got to be better. And if it's, if it's something that we find, great. If not, whatever. Evan McKinney is still here. Timmy Buckhalter. That's a pretty cool name. I like that. 6'4", 295. Good speed at the position. B awareness. C power moves. That's not terrible. D tackle. I don't love that. Man, this is tough. AJ Kemp is still here. He looked like a really good player. We might just take him and deal with it. I mean, he just looks so good. Good athlete overall. Pass blocks A, pass blocks finesse and A. All the pass blocking looks pretty good. We'll just go and take him. Good dev trait there. Good find. AJ Kemp, we'll maybe play him somewhere. Maybe we'll let somebody walk and he can step into a role where he plays. I like the dev trait, so we'll see what happens with that. Only, I think, 2 more picks left in this draft. We don't have any more favorites. We're kind of just going to take whatever we find. Not interested in a receiver. Daryl Gibson. Looks pretty decent. D power moves, excuse me. B block shooting, though. Why not? I don't know. We're just filling out holes here at this point. I really wouldn't generally even draft these picks. I just let the CPU do it, but, there's not many left, and there's no sense at that point, honestly. I'll at least handle that much. Anything I can find here. We might take another safety just for the depth and potential starting ability if, we find somebody good. Although that tackle has potential to have really high upside. What is wrong with him? There's got to be something wrong here. Elite agility. He can move. A injury. Yeah, all right, never mind. We'll take him. See what he gets us. I mean, may not be great, but something. All right, let's go ahead and get to the end of this draft. We got to see if we missed on that corner. That corner might have been really good. The Virginia Tech corner. I don't remember his name, but I know he picked right before us. Check out our rookies. Chester Durant is a 72. Not great overall starting, but he will be fine. He's probably going to end up starting at strong safety. Wow, terrible pick. James McLeod is a depth piece. Not terrible. AJ Kemp will be pretty solid. I like that. We got him. And these two guys suck. He is... What is up with this dude? Why was he so highly coveted? I don't really care. Okay, a decent draft. Could be worse. Well, I forgot to look at the corner. We probably missed on the corner. Probably should have taken him. Probably blew it. Probably blew our chance. Where we go? Find the yellow and we'll find us. Okay. Caleb Warner was a 73. I mean, not elite, but definitely a solid player. Okay, we will go to the top of this. I want to sort by overall grade. Who is the best player in this draft? Jaleel Amos was the best player. Not really a great draft overall. Usually you'll get one guy closer to maybe 80 overall. But it'll be fine. We will go ahead and move on to the regular season. So I accidentally simulated through week 1, but I just want to show you all our lineup for the first year. So we have Deontay Johnson, Allen Robinson, wide receiver 3, George Pickens. Somehow Kevin Dotson jumped to superstar. I didn't even notice that. If that was there before, didn't notice. Here's our lineup on the offensive line. Tight end, same room, basically. Everything's a lot the same on the offense outside of the tackle. I did make a trade in the preseason. I used a real-life scenario and made it happen. At the time, technically, it should be a year late, actually. But I traded backup quarterback Mitchell Trubisky and right tackle Chukwuma Okorafor for Isaiah Simmons. We needed help in the middle linebacker room. Needed an athletic backer who could do some pass coverage and whatnot. He was our guy. Found him. I also brought back Patrick Peterson. He was cut by whatever team was signed. And we needed that mentor in the room. A lot of young guys here. Felt like the mentor would be good. Plus, wouldn't be bad to have the depth. So, here's our defensive lineup. Pretty much the same as it was, in all honesty. But yeah, our specialists over here, you know, there's the edges, there's the interior. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That will be our lineup for this season. Let's go ahead and get through it. We did win game 1, 12-7. Interesting score. But yeah, that'll be it. I'll simulate halfway through the season. At week 8, we are 4-3. Not the best. Hopefully we can have a good end of this season. Really hoping we can turn it around. Don't want another losing season. Chester Durant is a superstar dev. That's exactly what we wanted from him. We need to find out what AJ Kemp is. He's that guard that or the center, I believe. He might be the next update over Isaac Seumalo, if he's pretty good. We'll have to see. But, let's see if we got some players upgraded. See who's going down, who's going up, whatever. Calvin Austin, he's a guy I really wish would kind of get better. Didn't get better, though, even though we upgraded him. Great. I guess you could say he got better with the upgrades one way or another. Minka Fitzpatrick goes up. Gotta fix these sometimes. Sometimes I want these to be particular things. Corners especially, you always want to do corners. If you don't know this already, their slot for some reason is kind of cheesy. Sometimes it'll give you 2 overall upgrades, and if you're a man scheme, it already helps because it jumps your man coverage up better than your zone anyways. So it's pretty beneficial. But yeah, we'll check out our negotiations next. That's really the next thing we have on the docket here. Got to see who we have to pay this year. Alex Highsmith, not going to take a second. We'll pay him. Cool. Got him done. Move him up to 7. Keep him moving. All right, Kevin Dotson. I probably wouldn't bring him back, but the fact that he's superstar now, yeah, he's gonna have to stay. It's just gonna be a necessity. Excuse me. Isaiah Simmons is another one. We're going to need to bring him back. He is gonna be super cheap. Give him a 4-year deal. Wonderful. He's here. Levi Wallace, maybe. Pat Pete will probably just go again. And that'll be pretty much it. Armon Watts, maybe at the end of the season we might throw him a little offer. He's not expensive. He isn't. So we'll actually give Levi Wallace an offer just because he's not expensive. How about 2 years? All right, cool. So now just get Kevin Dotson back by the end of the year, and we'll be fine. This roster will stay pretty much intact, and I'll be pretty happy with it. So yeah, there is a breakout game this week with Kenny Pickett. I'm not going to play it, but we are going to simulate 1 week and see what happened. I did accidentally click on it because I got excited before this happened. So we're going to see. We got the win, so maybe we got the breakout. Let's see. Thoughts on the play you got out of Pickett today? If I can get past this, I will. Not too much. He made it known and have hoped a better day. Didn't look like he got it. That stinks. No dev trait. All right, whatever. Wish we could have gotten it. Maybe we can still get better. We got a weekly award. Let's see what happened. Who did what? Keanu Neal, 2 picks. Didn't know he was still playing, but okay. We might have to check out the depth chart, but we got the win. That's all that matters. I'm going to just edit the depth chart. Cole Holcomb got hurt. That's probably why he's playing. I'm going to check the depth chart out, make sure nothing mixed up on me, and then we'll just simulate to the end of the year. A huge late season turnaround. I think we were 4-3 earlier. We won, what is that? I don't even know. A bunch of our last games. We only lost 2. 45-24 defeat of the Bengals last week. Isaiah Simmons with 2 picks and a sack. Huge week for him. We should be pretty good. Let's check where we are in the playoff picture. I was able to re-sign Kevin Dotson. He's back. We are still a 5th seed. I guess the Bengals have our division. Let's see what the record is on that. I think if we win this week and they lose, we will have the seed that we want. But, I'm really not going to be looking too much at that. Let's see. Did AJ Kemp ever get discovered of what his trait is? Let's see. He's a star dev. That's fine. Let's see. Do we have anything? That's all right. We are pretty happy with this season then. 11-5 is pretty dang good. Hopefully we can make it 12-5, and hopefully the Bengals will drop down. That would be great. Give us home field through at least a little bit of the playoffs. Beneficial for sure. AJ Kemp gets up to probably a 76, if not more. 76. Moving him over to guard also might increase his overall. If we do, we might have to check that at the offseason. See if he's better than Seumalo. If he is, he might be the starter next season. Kevin Dotson's obviously not moving. He is superstar dev. We have 2 superstar players on our offensive line now. Very happy about that. And we'll go ahead and just move along, get next week done. Hopefully we win. Hopefully the Bengals lose. We did win. The Bengals did not lose. So, okay, one last hurrah. I'm assuming that's Cam Hayward. That stinks. Let's see what happens. Yep, Cameron Hayward is going to go out. Kenny Pickett feels for him. All right, so we'll simulate this. Hopefully, we can make something happen. I'm going to run these staff points out. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So I'll be back in just a second. We did win our first playoff game. We did beat the Colts, thankfully. Now we have to play the Bengals. That's awesome. It'd be pretty cool. CJ Watt with 3 sacks. That's why we won. It'd be pretty cool if we were able to beat the team who won our division. That'd be really huge for us. Something we can hang our hats on for that, for sure. Let's go ahead and fix this up. We're trying to get our players fired up for this last hurrah. We only have one staff upgrade. I saved a little bit from last week because there's something I want to get, something that'll be very beneficial. It is this right here. Boost the strength for the defensive line. That'll be huge. Hopefully enough to take over this entire Bengals team. That hopefully will put us over the edge. This will be huge if we're able to win this week. Get one more week of training in. We're going to go week by week on this one. We'll probably super sim this one. We'll probably jump into it and super sim it. I want to see how this plays out. Hopefully, plays out well. That's what I can say right now. Somebody got hurt. I saw the little words. I just didn't get to fully look at it. Didn't see who it was. Hopefully, we will remain mostly intact. And Anthony McFarland, huge upgrade here. Make him a better power back, because that's what we need. All right. Let's run through our lineup real fast, make sure we're not missing anybody of huge value, and we will move on. So, adjust lineup. I hope it's not a key starter. Let's just say that. All right, we've got our offense together. Really good. A.J. Kemp's actually already... Suamalo's been benched. Kemp's already starting. So, I don't mind it. I would take him down, but Suamalo's already like 30, and I kind of like this, so I will leave him alone. Isaiah Simmons is up to an 80 playing up with his morale. Everybody's playing very well. Everybody is. Joey Porter's up real high. We got to love this. Keanu Benton's up 4 overalls. The whole defensive line is up like 4 overalls. That's insane. All right, that's good for us. Hopefully this team can make a run. 2 years would be a really fast rebuild, but hey, it makes the editing easier for me. So, we are going to jump into this and see what happens. Can we beat the Bengals? They have Joe Mixon. He might not be on this team by the time this game happens. You know why? That's cool. Go ahead and super sim. Why are we seeing that? Okay, there we go. We'll jump forward to the quarter. See what happens. We do strike first. That's huge. We strike second. We're keeping them down. This is looking great right now. I did not mean to click next play. They are on the goal line. Looks like they're going to score. We just need to score again. We get another strike. Man, we're doing great. We are up 28-10 at halftime. A huge lead. We are dominating right now. We just have to keep it up. We're not backing down either. This is great. We're going to change possessions now just so we can make sure we keep track of this. Score again. We are not letting them do anything. Can they even try to come back? No. Doesn't look like it. They did get one more score, but we're going to walk away with this win, and we're going to go to the... Okay, we got the ball back. I'm not that concerned. All right, let's make sure they don't do anything crazy here. Okay, we're good. All right, yeah. We walk away with this win. Great news. Wonderful news. Huge game from from Kenny Pickett, 285 yards, 3 touchdowns. Gotta love it. We did not let go of that whole game. So now we will move on. And we will face Roderick Jones gets up. That's huge. We need him to... We'll go ahead and do this so he gets to that green and make it look better. Now he's a 76. He is green on his overall. It's not a huge deal, but it just looks a whole lot better when you see it. Chester Durant is going to be a huge staple of this team. If we win this year, I'll probably send one more year just so we can see what happens. See if we can go back-to-back maybe, just because it happened so fast. But, hey, we're on to the conference championship. This last hurrah is holding us out for Cam Hayward, having to play the Kansas City Chiefs. That's great. Weekly awards. I want to see who did what. Cam Hayward with 3 sacks. Getting hit. That's a last hurrah if you ask me. Yeah, we will make sure nothing is going on here. We like it. Nobody's hurt. Let's make sure nobody gets hurt here. Training is always a dangerous game. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. No injuries, no injuries. Looks like we are good to go. Good news for us. We're going to need everybody available to take out this Chiefs team. Pickens is up to an 83 overall, playing to 84 with morale. Great news for us. He is a monster, and we're going to need him to continue to be a monster. Jaylen Warren up to a 76. He has a broken toe. I don't care. And Dan Moore, our depth piece, got him to a 75. I actually kind of like that. Didn't want him to get too high. Didn't want him to try to take over Chester in the, the lineup. All right, let's check out what we can do for the offense or the defense with this. Maybe make somebody better. Boost awareness for the linemen, please. Oh, yeah. 27 for the weight room. That'll be great when we get that. Hopefully we can beat the Chiefs. Maybe we can get all those 20 points, and then we will move on. Let's see. Oh, I did not mean it. I meant to jump into this game. That's not good. We lost by a lot. Great. All right, last hurrah. That looks like we lost Cam Hayward. Maybe it would have done different if I didn't do the Super Sim. Hey, that said he's pondering his future. He might come back. Great. That actually is really good for us. With the development of this team, I don't know what I picked. I'm just kind of clicking buttons. With the development of this team, we may be able to do something. Super Bowl is a rematch for Kansas City and the San Francisco 49ers, if I can read. Going to check out our offense was once again 17th. Needs to be better. Our defense was 7th. So pretty much the same spots. Kenny Pickett limited the turnovers. That's what we like to see. 66% completion. Najee Harris, almost an identical year. 1,400 yards, 17 touchdowns. Deontay, huge year. Allen Robinson, huge year. Almost identical right here again. The touchdowns are a little bit more spread out this time. And then defensively, what do we do here? 18 and 18, 15 and 15, 10 and 7.5. Okay, not bad. Yeah, we like that. So, I guess all we have to do now is try to get to the offseason, make a couple more moves. I think we're going to be really close to winning. I think we are really close to winning something for real this time. So we will go ahead and get to the offseason and check our rewards. So the Chiefs did win another Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes won this one. We did have the Defensive Player of the Year in TJ Watt, and that's pretty much it. Everything else I don't really care about because it's not us. Moving on, we're going to try to scout some of these players. We're going to see what we can get. We need a defensive end probably if Cam Hayward's going to leave. This guy is top 5. Block shed's not good, though. I don't love that. Lots of tackles here. That quarterback looks good. This guy looks interesting. He could play defensive end. He's big enough. He's definitely big enough. Hit power's A. Catching is F. Don't matter. Play rec is B. Power move's B. Finesse move's C. Tremont Brown might have to be a guy we look out for. Let's check out this top end guy. He's supposed to be good, but he just doesn't look that good. Okay athlete. Not amazing, but he's good. B awareness, B play rec, D power moves, A finesse moves. Okay, he's got the finesse. B pursuit, F hit power, B tackle. Okay. I actually don't mind him. Definitely an option. We may end up trading up in this draft. I'm expecting us to be good. We were 11-5 after a bad start. That means we closed our season out super well. I think if we can just find a few places to improve, this team could be very good. Look down the board, see if we can find any good corners late. This is a man-to-man corner with good zone, potentially. In the rounds 2-3, we might like that. And, you know what? That guy looks pretty good, too. He's probably going to be, if he's a zone corner, he's probably at best a C man coverage player, but we'll take him anyways if we can. That middle linebacker room looks better. D tackle, I don't know if we're going to really worry about that. I like what Keanu Benton has become. Although, this dude looks pretty dang good. We'll go ahead and mark him out. Eli Gardner is good. Run stopper here. He's pretty big. We'll mark him. We need the size and we need the ability. If they don't have the best finesse moves or something, that's fine. It's just we need them to be good. And this guy's really good. Hey, power moves. He's a little undersized though. I don't know on offense what we need really. Not much. Really not much. 3 first-round corners. Catching is F. Looks pretty great. I like that dude. Little slot corner. We don't need a receiver, though, for real. I was kind of just looking. Yeah, I think our defense is kind of where we're looking. If we have a good safety in play, we might take him. Our rookie from last year was pretty good. But I'm just not going to be sold out on something until I know for sure. I don't really love these zone corners up here. Yeah. All right, so we'll find, maybe some. We might have to move up. I feel like this is a draft we're going to have to move up to do something. Isaac Seumalo could be a trade piece, a good player who is just not going to fit our timeline anymore. We will definitely check free agency. This is usually a pretty big year for free agents in Madden. Where did we land in our draft pick? It's going to be bad. It's going to be towards the very back of the first round. We did make a far run in the playoffs. Yeah, we're 30, so not something I'm going to be looking to keep. We're definitely going to try to move up one way or another. We're on a timeline to win. Did Cam Hayward retire? He probably did. Patrick Peterson retired. That's fine. Cam Hayward's still here, it looks like. I do like that. However, I probably still will try to get a guy in for that position group. I'll bring back. Oh, man, this is tough. How much do you want versus how much does Armon Watts want? He's a little younger. I'll give him the deal. He also can play D-tackle a little bit. That's pretty much it. I'm not really worried about the rest of it. We might need to bring in a backup running back, but that's something we can do for really cheap. So yeah, we will move on to free agency. Hopefully we can find something really good here. We need to make a splash, and maybe we don't trade up. If we can, Nick Bosa. That could be our splash. Could definitely be our splash. Yep, it's pretty much the same room as last rebuild. Nick Bosa is very interested in us, and I can say I'm very interested in him. We'll give him as much money as we can afford. Give him 4 years. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year. If we can have the last 2 Defensive Player of the Years on our team right now. That would make us not have to trade up, which would be great. Ooh, Grant Delpit. How good is our he's 78. They're the same. Okay. Not worried about it then. Any great corners that I could use for depth? We might need somebody. Let me see. Somebody with some youth to him. Mike Hughes would be good. Levi Wallace is our 3rd best corner. I'm fine with that. I don't want to pay another guy a lot of money. Definitely don't want to do that. John Jones doesn't want a ton. He does fit our scheme. Does he have the mentor badge? He does not. Kind of like a mentor. It helps your guys develop a little bit. Who's the day 1 starter I just saw? Kader Kohu? I don't even know who that is. He has no dev trait, though, so I'm not interested. Dre Greenlaw. Kind of interested in us. Probably can't afford him. We do need a middle linebacker still. We need some help in that room. I could move off Cole Holcomb. Keep Isaiah Simmons. And maybe Leighton Vander Esch. He's interested in us. I'm interested in him. I do think we are good on our offensive line. Our tight end room is very solid. Our wide receivers are very solid. We need a depth. We need one more depth. He's a running back. We only have 2 on our roster right now. Honestly, I'll just bring back what's his name if I can. Where is he at? I don't remember his name right now. The short dude. McFarland. There he is. There we go. Okay. He's not interested. Okay. I'm not going to get the guy who's not interested. I need somebody cheap and interested. Somebody who is not going to cost me much at all. He's a depth piece after all. We're not looking at anybody who's going to play here. Come on. I'd like some youth just because. Probably an elusive back would be good. He'll probably fit. Let's see. We just give him a little deal. Somebody who's going to just be here. Fill a roster spot. Could draft one. He might get cut if I draft on. Yeah, all right, we're going to offer a middle linebacker, probably Leighton Vander Esch. Yeah, definitely. He fits our timeline, one of the better players available, and he's interested in us. If we do this, we will move off Cole Holcomb. Probably just use him in a trade up or a trade back or something, get some extra value. But yeah, that should be good. I think we're done. If we get Nick Bosa, this is a huge improvement. We got Nick Bosa. We have the last two. You know what? I don't even want him on our team anymore. We'll draft a running back somewhere. We'll look at one, pick up one late. We've already done so much. This is insane. We'll scout some college players real quick because we need to figure out what players we're going to take. We need a running back somewhere. I'll take one as early as the first round if I need to. He has no ball carrier vision. Great speed, though. What is his juke move? That's usually a pretty telling stat. Juke move's a B to D. Not that interesting. Luke Bayless, an elusive back, would fit the hole we have now. Great speed here. Elite jumping. Juke move is a C to F. Even worse. Great. This one looks pretty good. Manny Mac. What is his speed? Good speed, elite jumping, once again. Juke move's a D. All right. You know what? We might just take one. Pick one randomly. Check out one more. Find a really good one with some great speed. All right. Not interested, really. Juke move is an A to C. However, I'd like the speed more. Honestly, I'll take one of these top three if I can. So, that's going to be pretty much it for this offseason. I'm going to draft now. I'm not worried about anything. We have such a good roster lined out now with Nick Bosa here. We are going to be filthy defensively. Disgusting, honestly. We're going to see how far we can move up. Maybe just take best player available. Biggest need, best player available. I'm not really worried about a D end anymore. I need to make sure what we need. So we still have Allen Robinson, who finally regresses down to a normal dev. A really good set of lineups. What's wrong with Kemp? Why is he down here? I'm going to move him to right guard. He honestly could go up in overall after this, too. I don't remember what overall he was already, but right guard. That will make him a starter for sure. All right, not a starter. He's a 76. I'll start him. I'm fine with that. Durant goes down in dev trade. That stinks. Whatever. Cole Holcomb will be moved off of. He's playing up right now. Minkah Fitzpatrick also regresses. Or actually, he probably didn't. It's probably just because of these guys being all. And Nick Bosa has 2 upgrade points. That's insane. Our cornerback room looks pretty good. Maybe could use one more guy here, though. I wouldn't mind. Maybe draft something there. I don't know. We'll see. Just something that is whatever, you know. I'd like to upgrade Nick Bosa, but it won't let me. Oh, it's because he's already a 99, isn't it? All right, well, you know, we'll see. Maybe just trade up as far as we can with Cole Holcomb. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll pause the draft here. This defense is insane. You know, could we trade for another elite receiver? I don't know. I feel like Deontay and Pickens should be plenty of receiver help. We're definitely going to try and figure out this first pick and Cole Holcomb and then just trade up as far as we can. Get as much as we can out of this. I guess we could go for a player, though. I just don't know if there's going to be a player that really fits here. We could get a corner. Another, a good lockdown corner. Let's see what we can do. Nothing great there. Trey White would be really good, but we're not going to trade for that. Pat Surtain. Let's find a good scenario. Okay, Pat Surtain could be an option. I'm not going to do any more than this. You might think it's crazy, but, you know, we're under the theory here. Russell Wilson's gone. So, I kind of like to do stuff based on storylines. If, a team, when they lose a quarterback, guys, okay, doesn't matter anyways. Never mind. But, what I was going to say is when teams lose their quarterback, guys don't want to be there anymore. It's not a good team. We're not going to trade to an in-division rival. Jamel Dean could be a good one. But, they don't want to be in a place where they're not ready to contend. And my team's ready to contend. Theirs isn't. Whoa, that was John Benz. John Benz is a decent corner. Should have taken him, it looks like. Trying to see. Who do they have at QB? Looks like Tua is gone. So Jalen Ramsey I think that is a great pickup if we can do it. Did it not work? Oh, I can't afford him? Let's see if I can make something work. He would be a great pickup. Would definitely be someone that thoroughly improves our roster, improves a whole, and he, would be in a situation where he doesn't want to be there necessarily. Allen Robinson could definitely get moved here. We might do Allen Robinson. We need to find another receiver if that's the case, though. So let's see what we can do. They do like him a little bit. Maybe find a receiver piece here to bring back. Caleb Weber. I don't know. He might be good enough. They don't like that one. All right, let's see. We'll just do this. They don't like it. All right, never mind. Jalen Ramsey's not on option. Darius Slay is nice, but honestly, he's a little older than I'd like. Trying to find a guy who's young. Who's their quarterback here? Desmond Ridder. Hasn't panned out. They still need a quarterback. He could be in the same situation I'm talking about here. Still a little too expensive. We just need to fill out just some money. Just some money. No. All right. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a corner here. May just have to do something in the draft. I'd really like to get a corner, but it just may not work. You never know. Sauce Gardner, what are they looking like? Aaron Rodgers is here, but, they might not be able to contend. Could I reason? No, I can't reason taking Sauce. He's too young. All right, Jai Alexander. He is definitely a guy I could reason with. Doesn't matter. Nobody is really going to be available. It doesn't look like this is a valuable enough pick. Nothing really is throwing me out of the water here. Not going to trade in division. Marshawn Lattimore. I like that option. He is far too expensive. We're not even going to be able to try that. He's way too expensive. I just don't think it's going to work. 19, close enough. All right, 19, we'll do it. We will select at pick 19. We'll just get right to that point. I'm not really worried about much. I was just trying to get as far as we can. We didn't need Cole Holcomb anyways. Just going to take up money. We can remove that away and find somebody who maybe will be an impact player year one. Who did I favorite that's still available and worth a round one selection? Stephen Newell could be an option. I don't know if any of the corners are going to be valuable here, though. Sadly, I don't think it's going to be an option. Only good speed here. Man coverage is C, press is B, catching is B. Yeah, I'm not really interested in that, to be honest. We don't need much. That D tackle might be the guy, though. Who was it? Stephen Newell? Yeah. Let me see what receiver options there are. We might do something where we get off of Allen Robinson's contract since he's regressing. Sharif McAllister. A very large receiver. 6'5", 225. Solid speed for his size. Catching traffic's an A. Medium route's a C. Short route's a D. Not a good route runner. Deep route's a C. He could be an option too. Let's see what other receivers there are. Catching is only a D there. I like to have my catching a little higher. All right, we'll see. Sharif McAllister versus the defensive tackle. He is high. I feel like the defensive line is so good. If we just hit on this dude, we'll have a huge jump into getting off of something that will help us in the future if we need it. Didn't have a dev trait, that stinks, but neither does Allen Robinson, so I don't really care. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Move around to our next pick. Got the hiccups, excuse me. We have 2 corners available. I'll just go ahead and take my guy. Yeah, we'll just take him. I'm fine with that. Good dev trait. We like that. Definitely an upgrade there. Maybe we just hit a jackpot on that one. Nelson Gales. Interesting name. I'm not sure if I'm going to have much else to pick here. I might just let the CPU take care of this. That is interesting. I might take him and move him to middle linebacker. Yep. We might just take that linebacker and move him to middle because that looks pretty off-ballish. Elite change of direction, good speed. Not a rusher. Good man coverage, though. I wish he had a dev trait, man. All right, I'm going to let the CPU take care of the rest of this. I just don't feel like it's going to matter right now. In our draft recap, the receiver is a 73. It's okay. The corner is a 70, but he had a dev trait, so I'll be fine with it. I'm going to move this guy to middle linebacker. Let's go ahead and do that and see if he adjusts any. Was he number 12? That was atrocious if he was. Yeah, that's disgusting. I probably should have changed him, but whatever. He's still pretty bad. Peyton Pierman. Wow, I don't know why we took a quarterback, but okay. And the CPU didn't do anything for us except get a decent depth piece of a wide receiver late. So, I don't really care. That draft honestly wasn't that valuable anyways. We don't have a whole lot to work with right now. Did Cam Hayward retire? Okay, we're good. Sometimes they'll retire late. But that looks pretty good. I think we're going to be able to go to next season. That's all we're going to need. Just a quick week 1 look at our roster. Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, Allen Robinson are our receivers. Kenny Pickett, Najee Harris, everything we're used to. Both of our guards are hurt right now. That's good. I think Kim's only out for like a week, but Dotson's out for a few weeks. Either way, we'll get this done, send to midseason. Our defense looks just disgusting. This is just filthy. Either way, yeah, we'll get to midseason. At week 8, we are 4-3, dude. This is a problem. Yeah, we just got to figure something out. Najee's got to come back. I mean, I don't care if he's not interested. He's got to come back. He is too good to not be here. We'll account for you not being here. Don't worry, buddy. Deontay's probably worth bringing back, too. A very good receiver. And being a realistic rebuild, they take care of guys. That's just what happens. Pat Freiermuth off contract as well. This is going to be a painful exit here. We got Pat back. Lots of money, but because it's tied to lots of players. We can let Siamalu walk. Daniels needs to come back, though. He's a starter. A very good one at that. 3 years for him. You won't find a better team. Robinson probably can be gone. We'll probably end up bringing Barnett back if, what's-his-name walks into free agency, into retirement, excuse me. Yeah, that's going to be it for now. We'll check back with these later. Bring back Najee. Fletcher Cox, I just added him. He was a mentor at the position. Yeah, hopefully we'll have another late season run. We've been pretty good about having late season runs, but this is bad. I mean, for what we are, not good. Either way, let's make sure the lineups are set. They should be fine. I don't know why they wouldn't be. Unless somebody's gotten hurt. Yep, Kemp needs to play. I didn't mean to click on that. Wonderful. I'd rather Kemp just play. Siamalu's going to walk. I'm not really concerned about him anymore. But everything else looks pretty good. I do like that. Defensively, gosh, this is just so good. If we don't win this will be such a disappointment. Yeah, that should be good to go. So, we will just try to simulate the rest of the season and see what happens. Week 18, and we have another incredible late season run. 11 wins in our last 12 games. This isn't, I'm tired of this, honestly. It's just annoying trying to Nick Bosa 2 sacks. It's annoying trying to win and then lose. We're going to win our division. We're going to have a good seed in the playoffs. Contract negotiations. Cam Hayward is really, I need to bring him back and all, but I brought back a couple people. Najee's got to come back. All right, I'm trying to account for you not wanting. We might have to franchise tag him. It might just be the only option. And then anybody else? I think that's good. Mason Cole. I'll bring him back because we need the depth. 1 year is plenty. We just need to have the people in the spots to, fill the roster. Cam Hayward, I'm going to wait on him a little bit longer. I'm really hoping Derek Burnett's numbers goes down in the offseason, hoping to bring him back as well. But, yeah, we're going to run some of these staff points down or something. And other than that, who is here? Why are you here? I don't want you to be here. Broderick Jones, or what's the other one? We'll do Broderick Jones. Now, who was here before? The corners here? I don't know. I didn't have the rookies. I'm not really concerned about them. I'm kind of worried about our actual players who are playing. Was it? Oh, it was Keanu Benton, wasn't it? He must be hurt. That's not good. Anybody else that deserves it? Kirk Edwards, you'll get it for a minute. How about that? But yeah, a great late season turnaround. Hopefully it just turns into playoff success. Granted, we did have playoff success last year. We just lost in the conference championship. But we make steps, we make strides, and we get to a point where we are winning Super Bowls, hopefully. James Pierre, another upgrade for him. Move that slot up. Haven't caught on camera whenever it goes up 2 overall yet. That sucks, but whatever. Hopefully we'll win this last game just to give us a little bit extra, whatnot. Pat Surtain, no interceptions this season. And that should be good. We'll fix the staff points real fast. Add these to something. Make sure we're better somewhere. I don't really care what. Just get it done. That looks good. And probably that. That'll be it. Whatever. Helping our players out a little bit. Make them better. Lots of staff points have been used so far. Hoping this will be the offseason. We make the postseason. We make a huge splash and win a Super Bowl. We did win our last week, and we get a bye week. That is huge. We are the 1 seed, it looks like. Huge victory there. Hopefully we get a good little run off of this. Go ahead and do our weekly strategy. Maybe get a couple more upgrades. That'd be very great. Really hope somebody like George Pickens makes a superstar dev upgrade. Excuse me. I don't know what I just said. Couple more player upgrades. Anybody I care about? Oh, yeah. Kenny Pickett's up here. Let's go. He's up to an 83 overall, playing to an 86. Not bad at all. Chester Durant is up. That's a good one. Sucks that he doesn't go upgrade whenever that is, but he'll play better at least. Keanu Benton, another guy that does matter a lot to this team. He is out 2 more weeks. He tore his ACL partially. Good thing is, as long as we make it, he should be back for the conference championship. Only 1 game between here and there, so that's a good thing. Give him time to rest up. More staff points. See if we can just dump them somewhere. We're pretty much full, I think. But I'm sure there's something we can do. Why not this right here? Just fill them up. Let's get it done. There's 4 different things. We have 40 points total. I'm not worried about resetting a staff tree or anything. Let's find out what our stats were now. That's another thing we got to check out. Stats and awards. Offensively, we were 12th. So we've moved up. That's good. We were 17th 2 years in a row. And then defensively, we were 1st. Yeah, as we should be. We have Nick Bosa and TJ Watt. Kenny Pickett, a great year. 66% completion, lots of touchdowns, not very many interceptions. That's good. Najee with another really good year. A guy, he has to come back. Deontay, Allen Robinson, George Pickett. Like, why can't this change? I mean, he's our second receiver. Why doesn't he get more? I don't know. And then defensively, let's see what crazy happened back here. 16.5, 14.5. I mean, can't all have too many, I mean, they got to go around somewhere. Should be good. Good kicking year from Chris Boswell. Like to see that. Either way, we like this team. I think this is a very good team. Could definitely win the Super Bowl. Let's just hope that the team does it. We are very high rated. 91 defense, 87 offense, 88 overall even. I believe the Chargers were the 7 seed and just beat the Jets. That is in fact correct. The 7 seed did beat the 2 seed. That's insane. Yep, so let's get this weekly strategy going. Hopefully we win this week. I don't think I'm ready for another year if that's the case, if we don't. We will super sim this, make sure we see what happens, and maybe intervene if we have to. I don't want to intervene, but, if it's a last-minute drive, I'll intervene. I'll do it. Gotta save the season. So let's get right to this game. I am ready for this game to be going and gone. This is definitely the most tense part of the game. We are playing a team that is quite a bit worse than us. We are 4 overalls better as a whole team. That's a good sign. At Acrisure Stadium, we will go ahead and just simulate the first quarter. We're marching. We get a touchdown early. They're marching. Oh, was that like a pick 6 or something? I don't know. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to move this myself. All right, we're still doing good. They're coming back a little bit. All right. I think we just got a turnover. All right, they're scoring. We are up. Let's just get to the quarter. I'm not worried about this. We score at the end to give ourselves a bit of a lead, a bit of a bigger lead. They answer quick. We answer better. We're now in the fourth quarter. Let's see what happens here. We're up big. We're up big. We should be good to go here. We win this game pretty handily. Statistically, hopefully we had a good game. Kenny Pickett, not a great percentage. PJ Walker's our starting quarterback. No wonder they lost. I mean, I don't know how they beat the Jets with PJ Walker. A decent backup, but not the guy you want to be starting, to say the least. Yeah, so that was good. Great sign there. Took care of a team that was significantly worse than us. That should be exactly what it is. Weekly awards, I'm sure our defense went crazy. Yep, TJ Watt with 2 sacks and 12 tackles. That's a lot for an edge. Once again, the Kansas City Chiefs. This time, they're at our house. Hopefully, we can make this one work. Keanu Benton should be back. Make sure he gets up here. I want to make sure he's not hurt. This will be the best way to check. Keanu Benton is back. Let's go. 80 overall, Keanu Benton. He's developed really well. He was a 70 overall his rookie year. And a defensive tackle is not going to be elite most of the time. There's very few defensive tackles who are truly elite. So an 80 overall guy is pretty good. Our rookie receivers made some development. That's good because Allen Robinson's going to be off this team after this year, one way or another. I think he is off contract, but if he's not, he will be. So yeah, we'll go ahead and run this one more time. Super sim this game. We're not taking any chances by just a outside, letting it just play out. We're going to watch this. We're at home. That's a huge deal. Absolutely massive. We get the ball at halftime. I like that. First quarter. Looks like we just forced a quick turnover. They are up. They are up a lot. We got to do something, guys. Play like this is, your last chance because, well, it kind of is. We need to actually score a touchdown here. There we go. Touchdown has been scored. We're keeping up, but it looks like not enough. Come on. There we go. There's something. All right, fourth quarter. We're going to go by possession here. We are taking a late lead. Huge offense. All right, come on. We forced a turnover, it appears. Moving slowly, but not exactly. 4th and 6. Sacked. We do score on a field goal attempt. Give the ball back. It is a 28-yard reception. We got to keep those out of here, man. 3rd and 9. And they convert because we can't do anything to stop them. We did get a sack. Huge sack by Alex Highsmith. 4th and 8. 1st and 10. It is our ball. That is humongous. Why is Jaylen Warren rushing the ball? First down. Doesn't matter if he's rushing the ball. He's keeping us in this game. This defense needs to hold up. We need to watch this. What is happening? Here we are. They are on their side of the field. They have to score a touchdown, though. Can this defense step up and do something elite? Breaking up the pass on the first play. They pretty much have to pass. There's nothing they can do here. This is huge. 18 seconds left. We're up by 4. The Super Bowl on the line. This isn't the Super Bowl, but if we don't win this, we're not getting anywhere. Nick Bosa breaks in. TJ Watt gets him pressured. Ball incomplete. 3rd down. Huge defensive stop there. We need one more. One more stop, and this game is almost definitely sealed. That 3 X factors off the line. Can you imagine the fear in the defensive eyes, or the offensive eyes, excuse me. 2 interceptions from Patrick Mahomes have really sold this game. They have a one-shot Hail Mary to get this done. 5 seconds left. He's going to hold this ball as long as he can. TJ Watt, sack. We go to the Super Bowl. Let's go, TJ. Closing out the game. Come back late. Man, what a game that was. Kenny Pickett narrowly outplays Patrick Mahomes, I would say. He did have a better completion percentage, a little more yards, and didn't seem to turn the ball over as much. Maybe he did. I don't know. Not going to look, because then I can just tell myself that he didn't outplay him. But I don't know. So now he did outplay him. Nelson Gales up to a 75. He was our rookie. That was a dev trait. We still don't know what he is. Levi Wallace. Need to make sure I don't know why I just pressed zone. That was not what I meant to click on. Whatever. He's up to a 78 overall. Keep him around another year. And we go to the Super Bowl. Someone is hurt. Allen Robinson. Oh, George Pickens. Okay, George Pickens will be back. Kevin Dotson was hurt at the beginning of the season. Missed 6 weeks. Came back and apparently got hurt again. All right, well, we will move on to the Pro Bowl. None of our players will be in it because they're too good for the Pro Bowl. Because they're in a Super Bowl. AJ Kemp does get an upgrade. That's a good one there. He's up to a 79 overall. Gotta love it. We're playing in the Super Bowl, guys. This is huge. Hopefully, we will get a W on this one. Let's use these last staff points. I mean, anything can help right now, certainly. Should be able to get 2 of these. And we will make sure our lineup is set well. Allen Robinson's out, but we have that rookie who's playing up. Should be pretty helpful with that. Make sure this is going to work. Our offensive line is just so great. It honestly looks so sad. George Pickens is playing. McAllister is playing. We like that. Nick Bosa has 4 upgrade points that he can't use. Joey Porter, this is a good team. This is a very good team. And what I love is the bare bones of this team are completely Steelers. We didn't make that many moves. I mean, Nick Bosa, obviously a huge move. Isaiah Simmons has been very solid. But nothing here is really insane to the point where it doesn't make sense. You know, Minka Fitzpatrick wins his personal. I guess Kenny Pickett did get outplayed. Whatever. We'll go on to the Super Bowl. This is a Steeler team. And hopefully a Steeler team who will win this game. We have a better record. This is a non-factor, guys. Every game is its own game. We have to play this one like it is, and hopefully we'll win. Focus on our game plan. Get through this. Who is hurt? That's not good. Who is this? I don't know. Shouldn't that be a tackle or something? Get Chester in here. Kevin Durant's cousin, because he totally looks just like that. And let's get out of this so we can play this game. We will Super Sim once again. All these upgrades, we're going to need everything we can to win this game. Of course, it's 2 players who don't matter whatsoever to us. 72 overall, Calvin Austin. All right. This should be it. Let's get in this game. Hope we can win. They're only an 82 overall. Their best player is Dallas Goedert. Let's see what happens. In Dallas, AT&T Stadium, it looks like. Not stats, excuse me. Super Sim. Let's see. Next quarter. Come on. We do, I think, turn the ball over early, but we make it even. 7-7 game. We got a turnover, it looks like. Oh, it's back and forth right now, man. We are leading. Going into halftime, it is tied. What a crazy turn of events. I thought we were going to get a lead there. Philly marches down the field. Oh, man, they're scoring. Okay, let's see. Change of possession. Let's see what happens here. All right. Change of possession again. Did we just turn it over? No, we got nowhere. That's what happened. Another change of possession. Wow, this is so boring. This fourth quarter is nothing. Another nothing burger. Oh, man. 54. Dude, this is a punt off. We moved. Oh, we take the lead. What a huge score. Change of possession. They take a lead. I'm jumping in. I'm jumping into here. We have all 3 timeouts. Good gain. We're going to run a little bit of this clock right here. Najee Harris with a first down run. We'll call a timeout there. Oh, man. This is a close game. Somebody might break free off this line. No ball there. Put it up for George. Did not come down with it, but that's okay. This is nerve-wracking. Pat might be open here. I like that better. George gets down. Philly's starting to call their timeouts. We will run the ball a little bit here. Try to get this clock a little lower. We are in field goal range. This is huge. Good stuff, Naj. We'll go ahead and call one timeout. We're going to get closer. If we can score a touchdown, we will. We're going to make this game either over or hard to reach. George Pickens into the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, what a score. The Battle of Philadelphia has come down to this. I'm going to let the... Wow, that's not what I meant to do. Excuse me. We'll go slow, and we will go to the end of this game. Watch this kickoff. Put him at the 2-yard line. Fumble recovery touchdown. There, I called 2-yard line. There we go. All right. They're at the 24. That did not look like the 24, but whatever. A.J. Brown. A huge game for him. However, hasn't scored. George Pickens has, therefore he's better, right? We are up. They have to score a touchdown, and they have 17 seconds. Not enough time to do it. This will look just like the AFC Championship. Lots of time, making plays. Ball's flying around. Oh, I thought it was picked off. Okay. Looks like they have about maybe one more try, maybe two, depending on how fast we get there. 3 X factors running down the line. Come on, TJ. Tons of time. Nick Bosa gets off, puts some pressure on him. They did convert the pass. Timeout. Game over. Pittsburgh Steelers are Super Bowl champions once again. Kenny Pickett leads this team to a Super Bowl. What a game. What a game. Leighton Vander Esch wins a Super Bowl in the Cowboy Stadium, but with the Steelers. Najee Harris, you better re-sign now, buddy. What a game. 304 yards, 3 touchdowns. Couldn't have been more excited right now, honestly. This is great. So happy that we're done with this. That was nerve-wracking. An injury, but I don't care. We'll get to next week and see what happens. Who won the MVP? Thank the Lord we finished this. 31-26. Super Bowl victory. Kenny Pickett is Super Bowl MVP. We did not have the Defensive Player of the Year, probably because we had 2 guys fighting for it from our own team. So it's too close, right? Wow, what a season. Very glad of how it turned out. Very good team here. Nick Bosa, thank you. TJ Watt, thank you. TJ Watt did effectively help us out there with the sack in the AFC Championship game. Either way, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Steelers won the 2025 Super Bowl. Huge win. Huge win. Looks like the Cardinals will be 2026 Super Bowl. That was next year because that was the last video. If you're keeping up. Either way, whatever. Thank you guys for watching again. I will catch y'all in the next video. Leave a comment below of what team you want me to record next. What rebuild. Either way, I'm going to get this edited at some point. Post it soon. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.